Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Here we are at the end of 2025 doing a flip through of my journals for this year. Usually I would just have my standard two journals, number one and number two, but this year I added in a third journal as my creative journal, just one that I could play with, have fun in. I started some planning and just using it as a bit of a brain dump, so I'm going to carry that one on into 2026. But it's a new addition to my lineup this year. But let's get back to my main journals. So journal number one was the bullet journal. This was great to use. I loved how it had all the keys at the front, the index and everything like that. I'm not the biggest fan of the paperweight or color. I'm definitely a crisp white girl, not an ivory kind of paper girl. But it was still great to use. So we start off with our 2025. I always start off with a reflection from the previous year, so that's my gratitude and reflection from something for each month. I did want to try and do this as the month went on, but I actually enjoy doing this so I can go back into my journals and reflect on the year. The future log. Did the whole year again this year, but what I will do for next year is just these 6 months because I know that each journal only lasts for 6 months. My goals and the different sections that I am going to be focusing on. This year I added in a bucket list for just things I wanted to do. So one of them was loading a video for every month, and so I can now tick those off. I have done that. So proud of myself for achieving that one. Wish list of shopping and some spending. I tried, it didn't work. I had all the best intentions. I included a period tracker. We were going to do the 75 hard challenge again because we finished off 2024 doing the challenge, and I enjoy this kind of habit tracking when it comes to fitness. I think I will just use a similar sort of format for each month to have those fitness trackers. I did also want to track my devotionals, which I started off, but again, because I'm only using this journal for 6 months, I kind of fell away and didn't come back to it. Ideas for our holiday that we went on in June for my sister's wedding in Europe and England. Date night ideas, watch list. This one I'll actually come back to because it's all my K-dramas that I want to watch when I get time. My reading list, which I will continue on this year, coming year. And then I tried to do a weekly doodle. I did not. It lasted all of 2-3 weeks. Right. On to January. In January, I love this cover, and the image is actually my logo, which is something that I painted ages ago. This year I really wanted to focus on using some of my art as my covers or theme inspirations because I just have those paintings sitting around not doing anything. So this was a great way, make sure they get a second life. Monthly log, as well as using a habit tracker, and I was using the bullet journal monthly log days and dates for that. My devotional collection each month, because I was focusing on devotionals for the start of the year, I wanted to pull a scripture from each of those. Just standard weeklies, and I did also just have a bit more play in my journal to start off with, which was really nice while it was a bit quieter. Moving on to February, I absolutely love this watercolour and just the colours of it. A lot of these pieces were done during worship at church, so when the music's playing I would sit at the front and just paint in my own little space and just really enjoyed having the freedom to worship creatively. I use my Tombos in matching colours to create these water effects on the pages, and I did throw in the occasional diagonal monthly every so often. Again, using the Tombos to create that watercolor effect and adding some watercolor paint splashes. March, which is my birthday month, and I absolutely adore this cover. This was actually my watercolor artist branding logo, which I closed down earlier on in the year. So this was a way for me to kind of celebrate that chapter, and also it's my birthday. So I wanted it to be fun and bright, and they kind of look like balloons, which is really, really cool. We went away for a weekend, so I wanted to celebrate that and put the memories, because that was my birthday weekend. And then again, more scripture collections and my weekly format. So this is where I kind of started to integrate the weekly format with my meals, key events, and to-do list for the week. April was a two-hit wonder because I loved this watercolor here and I wanted to center the theme around it, but it just really wasn't working for me for Easter. And so I ended up keeping the first attempt of the setup that I did, but then I actually went in and did a second setup because the colors just weren't working for me. So I'm so much happier with this theme and the ombre effect, and just being able to carry that through the month made it more enjoyable for me to use. I did do a quarterly check-in at the end of April, which is something I haven't done before, so I want to try and do that again going forward this year. May was a really fun cover. I enjoyed making these little peephole windows, and then you can see the watercolor behind it that I've used, as well as the beautiful mosaic washi that I was gifted for my birthday, and the colors just match so well to those flowers from the washi tape shop. It was packing time, so prepping for our holiday in June, so a lot of just kind of ticking things off. I also did a different format for my scriptures for May, which was just 4 on a page for each week, and just carried those through, which I actually really enjoyed this because it gave it a lot more focus. June was holiday month, so this one was super fun, and because it was our first Northern Hemisphere summer, I really wanted to create a bright, fun, summery theme, and I also used the Mediterranean bundle from the washi tape shop and the mosaic tiles, which I turned into little paper planes. And now, instead of logging things going on in the month, I built in each day with a little reminder of what we did that day on our holiday, and also had a trip breakdown instead of a habit tracker, and our steps for each day while we're on holiday. So this was definitely more of a memory keeping style of journaling, and just lots of memories. We went to Italy and Portugal after the wedding, so just capturing all of those memories. And that is the end of journal 1, my washi tapes that I had to start the year, and I also was tracking what colours I was using for the themes so that I could come back to them. Journal number 2, this is just a Boku journal, and I wanted to keep the same theme for the cover page so that it was tied into chapter 1, future log for the 6 months that this journal was going to cover, and I continued on that reading log, which worked well. I did carry over the period tracker, which worked well because I didn't really fill that out in the first journal, and then a bit of a refocus for the final 6 months of the year. Because we still had some of June left, I did recreate a cover and partial setup, so this is going back to my usual format. And then we get into July. So really love this theme. This was the beginning of more artistic styles for my covers for the second half of the year, and just using a lot of fun fonts and colors, and really love these little flowers that I drew. The gingham pattern is also a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it creating that because it's super easy, but it does make it hard to see in some things, but it looks really effective on the pages. August is probably my favorite theme, the lemons. I absolutely adore this lemon theme, and so glad that I set it up, and was really proud of how I colored these because I've never really done anything like this drawing wise. And I also wanted to use the lemon washi that you can see on the edge there. and then that paired really well with the shiny metallic gold. So lots of fun, a bit of different font, doing some different directions, and just using all those yellow and grey tones for my scriptures, and just love these panels. This was when I decided that I needed a creative journal because I had so much fun creating that page in there. So moving it into a separate journal just means that I've got that space to do whatever. September, we started playing pickleball, which I really enjoyed, so I wanted to set up my theme around pickleball. This one was quite a fun, bubbly theme. I was using these memos that I got while we were on our trip, just little calendar setup, so super easy to just put in and then fill in the dates as you need them. All sorts of bits and pieces going on in September, so it was a bit of a pick and mix. I was job hunting, so just kind of tracking things like that, more pickleball, journaling on different directions, which I actually really enjoy, how Dot Grid gives you that freedom to just journal any which way that suits. October is my favorite sticker theme, a setup that wasn't drawn. This one was so much fun to create with the opening doors to the monthly log. Really fun to create this and just play with the stickers that I got from Journal Say. And I wanted to start reincorporating a scripture for the month. Again, I used to do that in my older journals, so it was really good to bring those back in, and then started going back to my daily scripture logging. And this one was just more fun to play with, but again using that weekly format of meals, key events and to-dos, and incorporating a bit more journaling again and reflection. I started watching A Week Away, the series on Angel, and it's currently on YouTube at the moment, so highly recommend. But these are the lyrics for one of the songs called The Hell of It, which it really spoke to me, and I highly recommend the series. So do watch it if you get the opportunity. And again, just lyrics from those songs on there. There were just some really powerful moments in that series. November was our anniversary month, so really wanted to play with our wedding stationery and wedding colours, which were orange and grey silver, as well as incorporating some of the Instax Polaroids from our wedding day as well. They are my favourite photos, and I don't want them to sit in the shadows anymore. Doing a challenge with my husband for summer, so bringing back that 75 hard format. And then December, our final month for the year. I love this theme. It's drawing on my 2022 theme. I really enjoy the colour scheme in this. It's just really rich, kind of warm, cozy, Christmassy vibes, which is totally opposite to the New Zealand summer that we have here for Christmas. But that sees me at the end of my journal. I did do some swatching with some new paints and a bit more colour play. But that is journal number 2, and then bringing in my creative journal. So this one was just one that I got on Temu, and I just wanted to play with this journal. So it is chaos. It is stickers, it is washi, it is photos, it's everything and anything. I made some more of those little paper planes, which was so much fun. And it's just a place for me to express and fill in the pages. It's for me to use colour and play and try different things. Memory keeping, using photos that I've had sitting around for ages, trying different techniques. I included a little manifesto for myself. And practice, this is where I had the idea for the October theme, but I wasn't sure how it would work. So I did a practice run, just using bits and pieces that I wouldn't usually use and playing different techniques. And then I've also turned the second half into a bit of a collections and brain dump sort of space. So that is the lineup for 2025. I am so excited to see what 2026 has. But thank you so much for joining me this year and for this video as we wrap it up. It is such a pleasure to be able to share these videos with you, and I hope that you have been inspired by any of the themes over the year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll see you in 2026.